Righty. Doing the Grail. Well, you know, I do have a couple runes already, so I will have to. Let me just add up real fast. So Tal, Eth, Tyr, Ral, Nef, Ith, Eth, Eth. So I've gotten 6 runes. So this goes to 554 minus 6 is 548. Alright, and then this is my first one. Hisaru's Iron Fist. Wait, I wanted to buy a belt. Poison length, defense, yeah, whatever. Normally I'd go for like a big life belt or something, but alrighty. Let's see. Level 16 going out here. So that's not a big deal at all. Let's do sewer. I'm gonna enter the sewers this way. Get my 2 extra skills because hardcore, you need it. Find Radament in the layer. So I'm probably just gonna cut this raw data and just post it straight to YouTube. Some people might wonder why I'm doing a Grail. Am I even qualified to do a Grail? Sort of questions, which is fine. Nobody's, you know, I just started my stream, so nobody's on yet chatting with me. So I've beaten this game on hardcore through hell solo with Necro, Assassin, Druid, pretty much everybody but the Barbarian. I always, just for some reason, can't finish it with Barbarian on hardcore, which is rightfully so. You know, obviously melee is the bane of this game. Every other class I've done, I've had the range or magic counterpart. Javelin's on the exception, of course, it being, I should probably use my curse too, not even paying attention. Javazon obviously being the exception because it's just so much damage. You can safely play the Javazon to an extent. Got some really good drops on my my hardcore Javazon off of Nightmare Andy, and just train was able to run through hell, which is nice. So I've done it. I've collected a lot of stuff, but I never really tracked Grail and everything. And then when D2R was coming out, I decided, you know, this is a very fun game. I've played it for years, but I started following just some of the bigger streamers, discovered, you know, Llama and Brunsky and McCall and whatnot, and realized that there's a lot more to this game that is really fun, but also something that I never really explored officially. I've done a lot of things, you know, looked up certain rune words, looked up certain items, how to farm them, all that other stuff. You know, I knew how to do lower Karast runs and whatnot, but never officially like put together a list and streamed it or anything like that. So with finishing up Llama's last Grail, watching him search for main songs and watching him do his, you know, his Sacred Armor Identify stream, which was pretty cool. I decided I want to join kind of the hype behind it, and since I have Monday nights free to do my own streaming, and every now and again I'll put a bonus stream in on a weekend, I decided to give it the old freshman try and see how it goes. So I decided to go with the safest character in the game, the Necromancer, and just put a wall of people in front of me, and decide that that is the best way to start. And then once I get some decent items, I'll probably run a Blizzard Sorc and have my Sorc be my main Magic Find character until I get a couple things to do Poison Necro. And I'll probably throw a Pit Zerker in there as well. You know, characters I've played in the past, just never on a stream or anything. So new to the Diablo streaming world, there's no real reputation for me attached to it. You know, I did a couple speed runs for the Mr. Llama Speedrun League, and I did have McCall host me with a couple hundred people, which was pretty awesome. Got a couple good, you know, a couple good comments from the people saying, you know, I did some pretty decent stuff, bobbing and weaving and running through the game. So again, I'm not new to Diablo. I've played it for years and years and years and years and years, but I am new to kind of the Diablo community, if that makes sense. So I decided let's do an offline hardcore Grail run, and let's see, because I like hardcore more than, not more than softcore, but I do like hardcore because of that thrill, it could all end at any moment, and I just want to kind of take that thrill with you guys. It's more, you know, like right now, and I'm not going to say anything, you know, bad about Mr. Llama. I could sit and watch a 3-hour YouTube video of him grinding his Grail at while I'm working, you know, and be entertained, because he has a lot of followers, he's talking to people, and he's very skilled at the game. So it's easy to watch him play, but there's something about knowing that it could all end at any moment, the thrill of it. And if you've watched any of his videos, he's done a couple hardcore runs, one of them being, which is actually a really cool run, the ultra hardcore, no healing, no town sort of runs with Druid that he's been doing, and he finally cleared Diablo with it, which is really cool. So just stuff like that is much more exciting, because, you know, you're sitting there, you're hanging on by the edge of your seat. When's it all going to end? You know, what type of an ancients are you going to run into, sort of thing, and you're just, you know, you're invested more versus just listening to somebody passively farm in the background. Oh yeah, you know, what did you? Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna look, and then look up whenever they find a good item. You know, if you're, you know, you watching it on YouTube or anything like that. Obviously, if you're watching it live, you can chat with the streamer and whatnot, which is very cool. So that's the motivation behind it. That's kind of my credentials. Hopefully, anybody watching this, you're catching it either early on, and you can join me on Mondays, where I'm that was the wrong potion, where I'm continuing my Grail fun, or you know, you watch this from, you know, a few months from now, and you want to kind of see where it all began. This is the info for it. So I do want to welcome you and see, let's see where this goes. Let's see how long this lasts. Even if I die, the nice thing is I have them on shared stashes, so it's not like, you know, if I die with a character, it's gone forever. Which would be, you know, obviously the thrill of hardcore is you could die and lose it forever. So, in here, I do, you know, I do know most of the maps. Not all of them, most of them. And I am intentionally kind of clearing it slowly, because, again, it's hardcore, and I do not want to die. So I am going to over level like crazy. Do I get an extra? No. Okay. I am going to over level like crazy, just to ensure that I am not going to run into an area under leveled. Not a very fun experience. So I am really not looking forward to Maggot Layer here. That obviously is never fun as the summon Necro, but there's ways to get around it. And one of those ways is just one character or one skeleton, and then you kind of go through that way. And then just corpse explode your way through the rooms. The Maggot Layer is one of those that I will follow the maps and go that way. Ooh, Eldrune. So let me change this. I am adding runes, by the way. Some people might notice that the number is much higher, it being over 502. 502 is the official Grail, but I wanted to add in the runes. One of each rune, there's 33 of them, so I have bumped it up to 555. And 555 is, of course, 535. Did I say 55? Did I type 55? Holy cow. Okay. 33 is the official rune count, so it'd be 535 would be the total amount of things that you need to find. So I am adding runes to the list. That way, it is one of those things you have to find at least one of each rune, or, of course, cube up some runes. So if I don't find the, the jaw or the burr, and I got a couple chams early, or out of some some trav runs, which of course I'm really excited to do. Let me tell you, trav on hardcore is nightmare fuel. Yeah, it'll be still official because technically I found everything to make those. So none of this is, of course, hero edited. The only actual official item I have found so far is actually off of trash in the tower. I found Hisaru's shield. So that's the only thing I have officially found. I didn't even get lucky with Andariel. She literally dropped garbage. I think she dropped me like 3 chipped gems, which I was pretty disappointed in. I was really hoping for something decent from her. But alas, nothing. So that's it. That is the official rundown of me, who I am, what I bring to the table in terms of entertainment. So the Mr. Llama speedrunning league stuff was pretty fun. Just wrong time for me personally. I'm not saying it was the wrong time that was launched or released. Obviously you can do it whenever you want, but as a dad, during the holidays and winter season, just my time is a little preoccupied. So obviously I don't get the luxury of running every single week. And of course doing a lot of speed runs in Gunfire also takes up quite a bit of time. So that, of course, is one of the other main reasons why I wasn't able to really devote the extra time that I wanted to get the speed run done. Book of Skill. Book of Skill, more like Book of Fail. No room for it. Boink. I don't need to pick up the scroll, but I do anyway, because why not? Flawed Ruby, who cares? So yeah, I did the assassin the first week. I think my assassin was literally just under 3 minutes. The druid I got very unlucky, which I think all these are on the YouTube channel as well. But the druid I got extremely unlucky, and oh, that's not bad. I got, unfortunately, no Rao runes, like an obscene amount of everything but Rao. So I was pretty upset with that one. So I ended up running through the game, no Rao rune, no leaf staff, and it just was way slow, like obscenely slow. But I think that one was just over 4 hours. I can't do Goblin Mastery. I think I said 2 skills like an idiot. It is only 1. Okie dokie. Let's go get the cubes. Oh, I only lost 1 skeleton in that fight. I could have used that on something more, but not really too worried about this early in the game. Stony 2. Still 6 skellies. Still pumping this, of course, is the fun of fighting beetles with the skeleton armies. You just get lightning everywhere. So I'm gonna kill those as fast as possible. Alright, these guys I don't really need to fight out here. I'm already over leveled for this area. This is a lucky dry hills. And let's try to find halls, and then drop a TP, run forward, and get Lost City waypoint. And one of the other fun things too about this build is you do have a lot. Oh, Dry Hills waypoint. You do get a lot of passive experience that you don't really have to farm too much on, because your skeletons can, teleport in front of you and then start clearing out stuff that's, not anywhere near you at all, and they'll end up killing it before you even leave. So that's good. What do you? Oh, you're cursed. That's why. There we go. And then for people just joining the videos as well, I did start in Act 2 because I kind of wanted to just do it by myself, but then I was like, I will actually stream the Grail and show progression over the year or two, or however long it takes me. So I am in Act 2 already, but I just killed Andy and that's it. I came out of there at like level 16. Nothing crazy. It's not like I'm far ahead on the Grail or anything. No maps discovered in Act 2 or cheating of any kind. I know it sounds weird to say, but some people might immediately think, oh, well, that's the only character I have right now in my offline account. I deleted all the speedrunners that I did because they were only through normal. And the only other characters I've put any meaningful farm time into is my Battle.net characters. So, and those, of course, run Battle.net. So let's find halls. Let's find the exit. Cool. There's halls. Oh wait, no. Let's do this. That was bad. That was also not smart. Oh, well, here's Lost City, or Far Oasis. Lost City. Come on. And waypoint. Wow, that's actually pretty lucky. Look at that. Get out of here. Boots. Okay. So like here, I am gonna, halls is left, I believe. So I am going to focus on getting through the halls versus just farming in the halls. I'm already over leveled for this area-ish. So I already have an Eldrin. So I can focus more on making it through, which is nice, versus focusing on just grinding in here and leveling, because Act 1 you can actually get some decent experience if you hang around for a while, or you do as many tower runs as I did. Boom. Boom. Let's see what this GC is. FHR I can keep just for a little bit. I gotta pull up the breakpoints because I don't have them memorized, but 12% is not a bad number at all. What was the other one? 5 didn't move. Yep, so the entrance of this map tile is to the left. So that's why I wanted to go that way. And then, yes, cursing with amp damage right now. Amp damage does increase the damage of Corpse Explosion. If anybody knows Corpse Explosion, which if you're watching this, you might not, who knows. Corpse Explosion does deal 50% fire and 50% physical damage. So amp damage increases the damage done by physical damage, so non-magic damage. So I put that on there, and they take 100% more of the non-physical damage when they get hit by Corpse Explosion. So that's why amp damage is very good. I actually got, in Act 1, I killed Bloodraven. And when I killed Bloodraven, I got, obviously the archer chick. And I did, I put a bow on her, and I actually found a bow that had a chance to cast amp damage before I even had amp damage, which was kind of nice. But then I gave her, oh wow, that was dumb. Then I gave her just a triple-socketed hunter's bow and just threw a bunch of gems in it, so she was hitting like a truck early, which just helps get through the first act of the game. And then you replace her, of course, with an Act 2 merc, because Act 2 mercs. Is there an exit? Nope. Please walk. Alrighty. And my merc doesn't have anything fancy right now. Decent helm with decent res. And yeah, so nothing really fancy. And then here, Halls 3, I'm just kind of clearing some stuff here. Because I think there's 3 unique packs down here. I think it spawns either 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. So I just want to get some unique packs cleared. Try to get not necessarily items off the Grail. Not too worried about it right now because obviously the farming stuff comes later. Cube. Drop you here, drop you here. You come here, you come here. Light mana, light mana. Okay. So I got the Far Oasis waypoint, and then you can see here just, obviously Grail Necro is my offline. Here's my online people. The only one I have. So I know there's a lot of people are saying that there's a Pluggy-esque add-on for D2R now, and I haven't looked or even downloaded it or done anything like that yet, so I'm not too worried about that yet. Don't need it until I hit max level and I start actually grinding the runs, and once I do that, and I start filling up stashes. So my idea right now is just have characters that I'm just dumping. I want to look at belts because this one's not the best. Oh, get out of here. Okay. I don't have boots. Might buy. Ooh, actually, don't mind me. A little scatterbrained right now. I'm 14 boots, white boots, and I got the strength. I'll go imbue these. But yeah, I'm just going to start tossing them in their personal accounts. So I'll create characters that have their own full 100 by 100 or 10 by 10 stash. Is it 10 by 10? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, their own personal 10 by 10 tabs that FHR. It's got fire res. I do have 2 socketed helm, which is nice. I do have my stealth already made, so I'm not counting rune words in this because then you need just like an obscene amount of high runes that I will eventually farm, you know, obviously. But nothing right now. Okay. But I do already have my stealth. I have my... Oh, excuse me. I do have a couple Rao runes for fire res for Act 4. So I know I'm going to turn off or kill off most of my army here soon, going down into the Maggot Layer when I get there. But I do want at least them up here so I can clear a bunch of the stuff as I run through. Alright, let's find Maggot Layer. Let's find Lost City entrance. Beetle Burst, which is great. That BB experience. And didn't really have the greatest shrines in Act 1, unfortunately. Ooh. Ooh. He took the Beetle Burst right to the face. Beetle Burst is a guaranteed rare, kind of like Pendle is, you know, or Rakanishu is a guaranteed rare that's going to spawn no matter what. Beetle Burst is one of those. Just one. And yeah, picking up Merc this early isn't the end of the world. They don't sap. So a lot of people thought that Mercs sap your experience. And they're like, oh, you have to share experience. That's not how it works at all, actually. Your mercenary earns their own experience. You earn your own. It's not like having a Merc lowers your experience gain. I've seen a lot of people online saying, oh, yeah, it does. Don't get a Merc. You know, don't do Blood Raven because she's going to steal your experience. No, the most she does is just get in the way. You'll be running around and she'll block you in on a doorway or something. And that's about the biggest damage she will do, negative in terms of damage. But yeah, you can absolutely get your Act 1 Merc early, you know, kill Blood Raven. It's just a, you know, it's not like it's an amazing quest. It's not like you have to kill Blood Raven for anything specific, so that's why everyone's like, just skip it. Blood Raven's not the best in terms of experience. Her drops aren't that great, and she's super tanky early on. You don't have that many skills, so she can be 100% a nuisance and a waste of time. But if you kill her, you don't have to like immediately run out and kill off your archer buddy that she gives you, your Merc, and in order to save experience. It's just not how the game is coded, not how it works. That is a myth. So I have my Act 2 Merc now because he is Blessed Aim, which does assist my people in terms of keeping them accurate so they can run up and kill a lot faster. Which is nice. That's never a bad thing. Murder speed is good. Did I not use a stam pot? Like, okay, so perfect example. I'm just running, and my my guys are just like, yeah, don't worry, boss, I got it. I'll pop them for you. Put one point into Golem Mastery, just so I can get Summon Res right away. Summon Res is so good. Early, just it helps so much for your guys staying alive, especially when you get to Act 4. Oh no, the darkness. Oh, I was about to say, that is insane luck if that was actually the exit. Oh man, that would have been crazy. And ooh, right as the experience shrine went down. That's called timing. Alrighty. There we go. Everyone's favorite snakes. So once I max out my skellies, then I will usually just get a couple more levels into my curses. Hopefully I get some decent plus to all skills gear so that my curses are a little bigger, which helps a ton. Come on, just get in the room. Thank you. Claw Viper, Maggot Layer is right. Halls is left, Maggot's right. Claw Viper is left. I think it goes left, left, right, left here. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Go, my tinky boy. Go get punched in the face for me. And I noticed that some people, I've had some people ask, just like friends of mine and stuff, why I'm like burning, like I'm summoning Necro. Why am I burning through mana so much and doing all this other stuff? And it's because this is how you play summon Necro. You want a corpse explode, you want a curse. That's if you're just waiting for your stuff to kill, you're literally going to be waiting for a very long time, and you are going to be very sad. How long it takes to actually kill stuff as a summon Necro. It's very fast, but it's very safe, but it's not very fast. And doing no curses or anything is not fun. So yeah, the reason I chose using, come on now. The reason I chose a Necro first is because Necros are a lot safer in hardcore. If this was softcore, I would of course do like I did in ladder and just go Blizzard Sorc first, and I would just rush through the end of the game, kite out the Ancients, and kind of play through that way. And instead, I wanted to make something that's a little safer because souls exist in this game, and dolls exist, and until you get really high FCR, it's hard to really TP through some areas like Mephisto's Durance and whatnot without dying. Even Worldstone 2, I can't tell you how many times I've TP'd and just get punched and just go, oh cool, that was great. I mean, my you saw my Sorc briefly. She's level 83, I want to say, and I'm still using stealth on her because I need the FCR, because I haven't found any FCR rings to save my life. So, if I had less FCR, I would be taking a lot more damage on my way down and be in a lot worse shape. Just wanted to max my army out before coming down here. My guys wanted to go up here. What'd you drop? What'd you drop? Ooh, L rune. Well, I actually burned through quite a bit of mana pots getting down here. Wow. Toss you in the cube, and then yeah, I'm gonna save it. I have the stuff for it, but I know right where it's at, so run to it. I don't really feel like running back out of Claw Viper, and I only need one skeleton, sometimes two, but I only need one skeleton for Maggot Layer. Just want a couple more of these pots. Come on now. It just bothers me. Deposit you. What do you want to gain? Alright, let's go to the Maggot Layer now, the least favorite of everything in the game. And if I recall, it is up this way. Yep. So we're going to go this way. It's very nice for going into the Maggot Layer. I already have like 35 natural res on that, but there's one. There's two. Alright, that's all I want for skeletons. Any more and you can't run. What is this? Oh, that's a nice vendor staff. That's a nice triple gray chest. Alrighty, Maggot Layer. Amulet was right. Wait, it's left. Right, yeah, this is left. Come on, kill one. There we go. Do-do-do. And sometimes you can just spawn them in the back. Oh my gosh, how many of them are there here? Come on now. And technically my Merc hits harder too. That's why you don't want that many skeletons down here. They can technically run through each other, but they don't stack nicely. So you tend to get I'm gonna switch to auto attack here. So I can also help swing a little bit with my enhanced attack rating. But yeah, they don't, you know, your Golem doesn't do much damage. Your Merc does, and your Skeletons do okay damage, but in a perfect world, you'd want your Merc in the front. But that's not always the case. So that's why you don't want a full 6 skeleton army down here with everything else on it. That's just not fun. Your skeletons tend to attack one at a time anyway, so you want to get rid of them. and you want your merc the most. And then rooms like this are why you have skeletons still, because they will help. You know, now you have two fighting in here. There we go. Not getting a lot of mana pots to drop. A little sad there. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is right in the Maggot Layer. Am I out of touch with the kids? No, it is the kids who are wrong. Oh, Maggot Layer, I hate you. Alrighty. And then, of course, I do have... Okay, seriously? Come on. I can't even attack the egg. There we go. Do have Arcane Sanctuary coming up, so I'm really hoping for a one-way. It's such a powerful combination. Okay, so it is right. I don't know what I was thinking. Unless this map title... Oops, here, so it's this way. I did left. No, it is right. Okay. I'm losing it. You can tell I've been playing a lot of gunfire lately. Alright, let's go. The beginning. Where am I at now? Ooh, nice full mana pot. There we go. There too. So we're gonna go right again. Come on. Come on. Really? Went underground for that? I hate Maggot Layer so much. That was one argument for starting, obviously, with Sorc, is teleport is OP, and it would be nice to have that right now. But, alas, I do not. It would also be nice if my Merc just kind of walked instead of my Skellies. Getting low on mana pots. But it is not the end of the world. And then 3 is straight across. So we will do straight across here. As best as we can, straight across. Like, my guy's just like one-shotting all the stuff in here. Cool. I already got enough room. Yeah. Go, Al Jazeer. Ooh, got some special scarabs in here. pot. Take that. Please don't. Come on. Come on. There you go. Fight him. And then here, I'm almost out, so I don't really care about that second skeleton. Not too worried about it. I am getting a little worried here. Alright, Al Jazeer. Let's finish this, buddy. Oh, please don't get stuck in the snake. Okay. Light healing, light healing. Alrighty. Get me out of that. Get me out of that place. Max damage, magic damage, attack rating. Look at your belts real fast. Nothing. Let's see. Use a red cube. Oh yeah, this I want to sell. Forgot about that. Talk to Drognin. Probably could have honestly saved it for the next zone and sold it for even more, but wanted to just free up space. Oops, got my rune. That's pretty much it. You may proceed. Okay, 1-way, 2-way, 3-way, 4-way. If I was a betting man, and same thing with Arcane Sanctuary. They made this area and just like, oh, you know what'd be great is if we hated summon Necros as much as possible. And they're all sitting around. They're like, yeah, that's a great idea. Whoop. That was not cash money. Through. Come on, 2. Nice, easy 2. Or easy 1. Cool, up to 7 skeletons now. Oh yeah, we'll go down this way. Go through here. Where you at, buddy? I don't know where Fire Enchanted Dude is. We'll skip them for now. Not important. Okay. Let's try this way. Teleport pads. If you are ever running a Sorc, this is the fastest route to take to test at first, because the Sorc can telekinesis the pads. So like from here you can just go blonk and then just immediately teleport to the next little section if you don't have teleport yourself. So when you're speed running, that's a cool little trick. It's the fastest way to get through this zone. If you're lucky, that happens to be where your stuff is. Come on. Come on. Oh, they're minions, that's why. Come on. How are you guys taking that long to kill that one guy? In there, Alzir. Stab him. Unfortunately, a little too skittish still to run straight through here. I just really don't feel like chancing it. It's nice when my army actually can attack more than one person at a time. This is like the worst part of the Summon Necro run, is Maggot Layer right into Arcane Sanctuary, because it does in fact take so long to get to where you need to go, and that is the wrong zone, so we will go back. Alright, first way. Let's see if the two-way was right. Oh, cool, my stealth is online. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Wait, belts, 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 belts. Wow, she really is not giving me any love on the belt front. Alright, let's try it again. Let's go this way. This area is also very rough for having mercs, and I mean this whole area is, and no lie, just with my guy up there just standing there like a turd. too spicy in here. Oh, well. Algier, I didn't even know where you were, dude. Oh, and here goes the run. Yep, just like that. Got stuck. So, dumpster you. I'll go back to my original plan. And just take a TP Sorc through hardcore. Because you can't run too many people in there, and then you... Alright, let me just edit this. And I'm really not sure why those guys weren't dying. 502 to 535, so this will be 534. Yep, there's my Hisarus, and I probably should have put some runes and stuff in here, but yeah, what can you do? Alright, and we're off. Switch this over.
Evil beware.
Ooh, stamina shrine. Anything else to kill out here? Nope. 2 shrines right out of the encampment. That's kind of cool. Does this T here? It does not. What's going on, Pussifer? 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 How are you? I was doing good until I just lost my Grail Necro. He was only like level 19 though, but I did lose stealth and a couple runes on it. That would have made this part a lot easier. But 'tis life in the big city. Arcane Sanctuary is always a rough spot for Necros to run into, so that is a very close shrine. So I'm very excited for the shrine on this one so far. So I'm just doing it again with this character. I do already have in my shared stash Hisaru's iron buckler. No items really to sell, which is kind of lame. So it looks like I'm going to have to melee a bit when I get in here. Yeah. So are you new to Diablo or just Diablo 2 Resurrected? Because if you're new to Diablo itself, would highly recommend not playing. Okay, yeah. So one of the big things I would recommend is definitely don't do hardcore until you really have an understanding of the game, what you can encounter and where. A normal run through obviously is recommended. But it is a very fun game, so you can absolutely just pick it up on hardcore if you want to, but getting far into the game tends to be more fun early on than just dying in hardcore. But it is a very fun game. I've played this game since I was like in middle school, and now I'm 33. Yeah, it's fun. And that's what I kind of like about this game versus 3 is... I played 3, actually no life the crap out of 3 right when 3 came out. Yeah, but it builds the skills, you know. You don't go straight to the NFL or the NBA. You got to play all the stuff to build you up to get to that point. And the power is nice too. But yeah, I'm the same way. I like hardcore more in games. Did I pick up a cap? What is with all these crudes dropping, man? I'm not going to make any money off of this. It's fun. My favorite class in the game is Assassin, which I'm not sure if this Sorc, if for some reason my Sorc doesn't work out here in hardcore, then I will definitely. Oh yeah, she's the strongest in terms of just play speed and getting through the game after Act 1. But she also is, in my opinion, her and the Druid are two of the highest skill caps. Oh, nice strangling gas for some money. Her and the Druid are definitely some of the higher skill caps in the game. So, nice, another TP scroll. If you don't know what you're doing and you're playing them, it can be a challenge. That's for sure. You two are remaining. Get bonked. Ooh, nice. Yeah, goal is really nice. My my online Sorc here. I'll show you this. I think she died in the middle of a run, and I got mad because I lagged. And died. But I have a goal for her on my Magic Find. And this is also why I want to do the offline Grail, because online is very frustrating. Oh yeah, there's my Hodo. Yep, I got goal on her. My Magic Find is, on this character, 262%. So, and then when I don't, I have 105% faster cast rate. So I'm at the 105 breakpoint. Which is cool. Some chances, only 39% MF. But part of the fun of doing... actually, I'll just jump back on her real fast. Oh yeah, I actually lost an assassin, 67 hardcore assassin, to lag in Duriel's area. So these are the runs I've been doing in here. Oh, I gotta go get gold out of my stash. I move it all over, and I just did a bunch of gambling. Oh, gonna lag there for a second. Yeah, like I'm still using my level 19 stealth on this character. But don't really need a lot of mana pots on this character because I use stealth, or I use insight, sorry. So there's a link, and I'm gonna get a exclamation point command set up for it as well. But if you Google D2 Grail, there's a spreadsheet that's on Google Docs, and it's absolutely amazing. It's I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. Let me. Wow, where is the campfire in here? No way I passed it. Oh, there it is. So this is part of the fun of playing softcore. Ooh, a Lom Rune. Okay. I knew there was a reason. I just wanted to jump on here real fast and just kind of shake off the hardcore death. All right, Mephi, what do you got for me, buddy? But this is... let me pull this up here. Oops, sorry, let me do this. Twitch Studio. Let me edit this. See if this pops up here. Nope. that, and then full screen. Nope, there we go, this one. Okay. So you go to Google. Diablo 2 Grail lists. So it says looking for a Holy Grail spreadsheet, and you come into here, and I'll just copy this for you, and I'll paste it into the chat. And then you save it. Once you find it, you save it, and then you pull up this, and you have, and I need to add my own tab. This one was already pre-done. But you come in here to armor, and here's all your armors that you were looking for. Here's your weapons you're looking for. And this is all the actual elites, or sorry, uniques in the game. Here's all your jewels and your class specifics, and then your set items. And the one that I have right now, which is why there's an X right here, is Hisaru's Iron Stay. That's the first one I got on my hardcore. So I put an X there. And then it tracks it all right here. So I have 1% of my sets out of 126, so 0.79% and all that other stuff. But I'm doing it out of 535 because of runes. I want to make sure I get one of each rune. So there are 33 runes, and I want to make sure I have one of each, even if I have to cube up to it and stuff. So that's what I'm doing in terms of okay. Edit this, edit. And so that's what I'm going to be doing for my list is 535. So all of them plus the runes. Ooh, that is not a fun room to be in. Holy cow. Oh, normally the exit's there. Okay. And this is also another reason why I wanted to do it offline, is because static maps are much nicer to the player. Right now it looks like I might have a wraparound map, which is exactly what it looks like, unless I get one off here. And that's the reason why I want to do it too. So I'm going to cut this and just kind of raw post it to YouTube. But I went through kind of like, you know, who I am, how long I've played the game and whatnot, why I decided to do this and everything else. What it needs to be for me to feel accomplished, and you know where I have my history, why I am, you know, I guess I would say worthy of the time of somebody to watch myself versus like, you know, a big name streamer or something. I'm not gonna waste my time on you. You I will kill. So these are just the magic find runs I run. Oh, let's not do that, Mephisto. Why are you like... so the way the Grail works is... Oh, seriously? That killed me? I have to teleport all the way back down because I want that war hat and you wand. I started reading your comment and I was not paying attention to getting attacked here. So yeah, the way it's going to work is I will... of course, have multiple characters, because until I get what would be a special. Let me do this real fast because I want to teleport to back down there. Until I get a plugin that allows me to actually house more than... Can you please teleport? Thank you. More than just the standard stash size on one character, I would, of course, need multiple characters. So until I hit the character limit, I will be using just multiple characters. My body? Okay, I picked it up.
I can't carry anymore.
So I will also run multiple characters. Oh, this Shaco was blue. Too bad that one wasn't. Too bad that one wasn't unique. I still need a Shaco. Am I still using Lore as my helmet? I think no. I have Tower Shaz, but I'm waiting for the 3-piece because I only have 2 right now. Yeah, I'm still using Lore for my helm, Stealth, but I got Gold Wrap, some really nice boots, Fire Res, 30% Run Walk, Spirit, Heart of the Oak. Like just garbage. Oh, this is a really good amulet too. 2 cold skills, 6% FCR, energy, mana, regenerate mana, cold res. Oh yeah, 100%. This game is like insanely way more fun than Diablo 3. And I think the problem with Diablo 3 is they do the whole they do the everything is huge and everybody's awesome and all that other stuff, and it's just not fun. Yay, Pheasant Crown! Just better than Lore. +1 to all skills. I like the run walk. I like lightning res more though. 20 vitality, 20 to life. I'll play with it. But I'm going to go back to my thingy-majigger here. It's a crafted amulet. So when you're later in the game, you can take a set. So you grab a magical amulet, so a blue ami. You can do this with a bunch of different items. By the way, you can do this with like gloves. You could do this with certain weapons and boots. But the amulets tend to be the one. Amulets and gloves tend to be the 2 more popular crafted items that you use in the game. But you take a blue ami, and the item level is important. That's on the ami, and that's a whole thing itself. But your character level plus the item level of the item itself divided by 2 is the item, or is the character, is the level of the amulet itself after crafting. And you put it in with a bunch of perfect gems and a rune. I'm not sure which one. And then you hit transmute, and it has a chance to create a caster ami. This one was +2 to cold skills, so I'm a cold Sorc. That's great. FCR, energy, mana, regenerate mana, cold res. And the recipes, you can just literally Google caster amis or crafting amis on any website, and you'll get, or on Google, and you'll get the websites that show you where you can actually craft and what the recipes are and what you're looking for, and any of the other big popular streamers, Brunsky, Mr. Llama, they've had crafting videos, what to look for, what to grab, what to do, like why you craft, what's good to craft, what levels you need to be. Ooh, man, once you get the cube, it changes the game, which is nice for you, so. Nope. Let's see here. Let me buy tome. You're not going to sell for more. I shouldn't have even identified you. Small charm. Give me this. Yeah, cube is great. Yeah, Llama's pretty cool. I like him. His stuff is pretty informative, which is great. You don't get that with a lot of the, some of the, not with a lot, with some of the content creators. You tend to just get like the cut and dry, this is this and this is that. So that's why I like him and Brunsky. They both explain stuff pretty well. Not just this is the best build, but this is why, and this is why I chose this one instead of that one, and so on and so forth. I chose this item over this item for this reason. The typical streamer style. So they're pretty good. I like watching them. I'm just going to dump Charge Bolt. And we're going to Cold Plains. And an Experience Shrine. All right, let's use this. Let's use and abuse this Experience Shrine. Stamina Shrine. Can't tell if this is stony. Nope, this should be stony. It's not in the thing. Yeah, so respecs are definitely a must in this game. When the game first came out, you didn't have respecs. You didn't even have synergies. You basically built your characters in a way, and if you put the point in wrong or whatever, you just kind of dealt with it. So them changing at least that aspect of it is really nice. So that definitely is something that a lot of people were grateful for. I am not finding any... Okay, here we go. Whew, so much experience. Oh, another one. Blaze looks sweet. It's not that good, unfortunately. And Warmth is cute, but it just doesn't do enough early on, unfortunately. Hello? Shift? Oh, apparently I picked up two of those. That's why. Yep, it definitely synergizes. Unfortunately, not the greatest, but it is definitely a cool looking spell. It's just hard to use effectively. Early on, a lot of people like to go fire because leaf is just such a powerful rune word that you can get a leaf and really carry yourself through all the way through normal and well into nightmare a little bit. You might run into some immunities, but on hardcore, I would not put money on hardcore Blaze Sorc beating, but I have been known to do weird builds myself and make some of the obscene manageable, I guess. There's my waypoint. Okay, Cold Plains, and we're going to try to find Blood Raven. I do want to... oh, minion. So EXP shrines are important to get early on in the game because you get 1.5 times experience, and these guys are already 500 times experience, or 5 times experience, so you're already gaining crazy experience. So if you can find minions of that sort and everything, it helps a ton for your experience. As you can see, I've already hit level 5 just killing a couple of the elite packs. Get out of here. Where is this going? Is that literally wrapping all the way around? Holy cow, it did wrap all the way around. That's awesome. Okay. So yep, we're just going to come in here and kill the sister. Blood Raven. Yay, 2-socketed leather armor. So that'll be for my stealth. Come on, stop running. Take your beating. Ooh, I'll take a yellow ring. Don't feel like wasting time to run back. Yeah. I got a friend at work, he kind of runs into the same problem where he doesn't have a newer PC, so running that is very difficult for him. FCR, 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 yes! 10 faster cast rating. Poison Res, not my favorite, but it'll do. Early FCR is amazing on this character. Yeah, this isn't the best program game, to say the least. That makes sense. I just realized how dumb I am.
I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters
I don't know why I just didn't save and quit on that hardcore character. This is why I haven't run hardcore in a while. It's been... I could have just saved and quit and been fine. It's not online. Well, it's not. I mean, obviously you can do it online as well, but it's not. I wasn't talking hardcore. Ugh, not intelligent. Ooh, 7 to life. Okay, I can definitely tell I need to go to bed. Holy cow. We'll just call that a lesson, and be happy that it wasn't done super far into the game. And we're just gonna go from there, yeah. Stones? There you are. So earlier when I literally just remembered what I did wrong from like a half hour ago when I died on my Necro. I got pinned in the Arcane Sanctuary and basically knew I was going to die because I couldn't get summons up and my Merc died and I was stuck in between a rock and like 6 hard places. And instead of just hitting escape, save, and quit and then just going back into the Arcane Sanctuary like a normal person, I decided to fall on the sword and die an honorable death like a dumbass. To say the least. I could have just saved and quit, didn't die, and just start back, back in town. And I don't know why I did not do that. It literally makes no sense. That would have been the smart thing to do. And I've done it a trillion times, but I just, for some reason, decided that that's not how I wanted to do it today. So, yeah. What do you got from me, Eagle Orb? Frost Nova's nice. It's not a cheese move. Like, you legitimately have that option. It is one that you should take advantage of all the time because it is one of those. This is one of those games that it will not necessarily punish bad players, but it will put you in a sticky situation that there is no good way out. You just kind of get stuck. You die? Come on. Oh, I forgot to check my I forgot to check my shrines. That's okay, I'll check them coming out of here. Also, make sure on most of your characters, if not all of your characters, try not to dump points into energy. Early on, it's okay, but late game, you don't need any points into energy at all. Point here or there sometimes can help if you have like really bad mana problems super early on. But for the most part, characters don't really use energy levels, including the sorceress. You get so much of it from your items that it turns into a moot point later on in the game. Please. loop around? Nope. Also, I am going to be doing this every Monday for the foreseeable future. Yep. Yeah. That's exactly what you got to do. Just dump Vite for HP, and then you want to get 25 strength so you can wear a big belt so you can get 3 potion slots instead of 2. And then as you get gear and unlock stuff, you want to add it to your strength and dex, like you said, to get some of your more important stuff later. So, but I am going to be doing this every single Monday night for the foreseeable future, and every now and again I might just jump on it as well. Another night of running, depends on if, because I play a couple other games with some other friends. We have a whole stream team that we play, so if I'm not playing with them, then I'll jump on and do my Grail stuff. Just gives me a reason to play Diablo, which I don't really need a reason to play Diablo, but it just gives me another reason to play Diablo. So if you have me followed, you can put the notifications on. If not, definitely add me so that you can kind of track the progress of this and be like, listen, I was there in the beginning. I saw him die. Thanks for the follow. And also, if you have Amazon Prime, don't let Jeff Bezos' money go to waste. Make sure you use it on somebody. You do not let Daddy Bezos out of this this planet without spending some of his money first. Okay. Oof, why do you guys hit so hard? Ooh, fire enchanted, that's why. Ooh, nice. Look at all those light mana potions. Okay. Yeah, don't let Daddy Bezos waste his money on nothing. Give it to the little guy. Three? No, I want that on E. Oh, that's a small charm. Frost Nova is such... Ooh, nice! I play Hearthstone myself. One of my favorite games. One of my absolutely favorite games. I've played so much Hearthstone, it's ridiculous. Hearthstone. I've been playing a lot of Battlegrounds lately in Hearthstone, though. Oh yeah, it's easy to get hooked into that game, though. It's when it's hot, it's hot. When it's the meta's kind of stale, it gets frustrating, and you don't want to really play it. But I've watched a lot of Hearthstone streamers over the years. Oh yeah, I usually just do the pack. Whenever new expansion comes out, I'll do a pack of. Whew! I haven't spent that much money on it. That is a little more than 3K's. 3K's a lot to spend on it. I definitely have done my fair share. I would do one main like pre-order pack every single expansion. I would do like their pre-order $50 bundle, and they usually do 3 or 4 a year. So I've spent coin on it, obviously, but nothing that's up to that level. But it is a great game, so I'm not gonna blame you there, you know. If I had to compare that to the amount of like Chinese food I've spent money on, well, it's probably the same. Yeah.
Not enough mana.
All right, let's go farm some runes. How's that sound? Well, let's not farm runes. Let's get Black Marsh. Let's get the waypoint, and then let's go back and free Kane. Let's see how good of a Black Marsh we've got. Okay, this is a good sign. Here's the waypoint.
Not enough mana.
Yeah. It's easy to, though. You know, you get rocked by a build and you're just like, oh man, that deck is so good, I want to build it right now, and then you just open the few packs you have, get mad, and then open the rest. Buy and then open the rest. I get it. I've been there. 5 stand pots should be good. No, not at all. I mean, shoot, if I had to look at how much money World of Warcraft cost me over the years, probably a lot. Probably a lot. I don't want to bust out the calculator for that one. It's a lot. All right. The reason I'm resetting here is because I want to respawn Rakanishu. He is great experience early on, and since I am pretty strong, I can kill him relatively easily without an insane amount of effort. So I do want to kill him. Yeah. It's a great game, though. I like it because I mostly play on my phone. So some of the crazy combos that just take like an obscene amount of time, I just unfortunately, like, you know, if I have to do 877 actions in a turn, I can't pull those off on mobile. I can't do like pirates and I mean I can't do pirates, but like I can't do pirates to the level that streamers can do pirate to, you know, disconnect before the fight and all that other stuff. I was kind of excited for this expansion, just looking at some of it, and I dodged, or not I dodged, I missed the pre-order for the stuff because I thought it was coming out later, and I was wrong. It definitely came out much sooner than I thought it was going to. And I forgot to buy the pre-order bundle, and I think a lot of other people did, because then they released a, like, basically oh, I forgot to pre-order it bundle, and for 20 bucks you got like a guaranteed thing. I think just sales on it were low because they released a couple special edition bundles to buy right after the game came out, and I was like, oh, it's kind of weird that they're doing that, but I mean, for 20 bucks I can throw in. I don't mind doing that. So I ended up just doing like the $20 bundle. Yeah, I played standard. I wasn't into wild and that sort. I would just kind of standard it up and climb. I'd usually get close to legend and then give up, and then a couple seasons I was like, no, I'm getting legend, so then I'd actually climb all the way to legend. I kept some of them because I got a couple friends that play wild, so I would that was weird. is going on with these super high level? Oh, I'm like, where's the ring she gave me? It's this one here, Ring of Health. Just equipped it immediately. Super high level charms, kind of crazy. Get rid of that grand charm. My highest I finished was a couple seasons ago, actually. I made a Quest Paladin, the one that was the Mummy Wraps one. And I did it with like mechs. So I would use the Kangor's Army. And I actually hit like, I think my highest was like 718 or something like that. And I was pretty proud of myself for playing a non-meta, what was deemed basically a terrible deck. Was able to climb that high. And it was actually cool. Literally after the season ended, the very next day I jumped on early and I started climbing with it again. And I ended up running into Pizza, who's one of the streamers. He's a very famous streamer. He's very good at the game too. And I actually fought him on the ladder. Like literally, season just started. We both were rank 4. This is back before like the ranks are now, so you'd be more familiar with them. But we were both rank 4 climbing, and I was like, oh man, I got to face off against Pizza. And I jumped into his stream just to like see if it was actually him or it was just somebody who was using the Pizza name. And it was actually Pizza. It was super cool. I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I lost because I had a really bad Kangors. But it was pretty fun. Mid-range Hunter. I like Hunter. Okay. Yeah, I've played my fair share of Hunter, that's for sure. Come on. Yeah. I mean, even though I still don't play it, I still watch Dog, Kibler, and Savage almost every day. Just toss them on while I'm at work or on my drive to work and listen to their stuff. Ooh, very good tower. Very good tower. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do here, and here's a cool little tip. If you know, and this is offline only, you can't really do it online. Oh, yeah, Firebat's actually up here in Michigan. That's where I'm at, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I've never got to face off against anybody else really except for Pizza. And then a couple people that I think weren't the real streamers because they didn't play very well, but they had their names. And I'm like, yeah, you're definitely not the actual streamer. You're just a person who has the same name. Because you can do that now in Hearthstone. You can have the same name as somebody else, and you know it looks like you are them, but you're not. But here's a cool little trick for you. You can, if you're going into an area that you know is like new, like good content for you, single player only, if you know you have some good shrines nearby. I meant to go back to Rogue Encampment. That was my last game. If you have good shrines, you can always come back, drop a portal, come back and check your shrines, because every game they'll reset. So because I hit escape, save and exit, I can come out here and see if I get an experience shrine or something else, refilling, to help carry me and give me some like good experience and stuff. Speedrunners do this all the time. It helps a ton. So like here's a good skill shrine, so I'll definitely take that into there. I was really looking for an experience shrine because experience shrines are obviously the best because it's experience, and it just allows you to level faster. But something like a skill shrine can just up your damage output super early as you're going into an area, which is what I'm doing. Like this. This is nice. Oh, no, never mind. And then it all goes to shit because you get into an area with a cursed archer and they take the shrine off of you immediately. So all that running around for nothing. Thanks, game. Yep, that's what I did with pizzas, and I wanted to hear what he had to say, but I went back and I watched it, and it was stricken for copyright. So I was like, oh man, because he was listening to music, so he got copyright music during our stuff. So I heard him like, I could see his mouth, and I was trying to make out what he was saying, but I never once actually got to see, like, hear it, because, again, I play on my phone, so it's not like I can pull up his stuff as I'm doing it. And I'm like, yeah, you know, we're doing it. And then, oh no. It's kind of fun. By the way, I do have I say I, but we have a Discord if you want to join it. It's our Dad Play Studio Discord. I toss some stuff in there for Diablo, but we mostly use it to kind of share memes and chit-chat about really fun games that we're playing right now. You can join it. If you type !Discord, it'll pull up the link to it in the chat if you're interested in kind of stopping by, hanging out, because I do like I have a couple friends of mine in there that I mainly talk to for Hearthstone purposes still to this day, because I did start streaming some Hearthstone myself originally when the game came out. I do want Frozen Armor now. We're going to put you on number, I think my other character is 3. So, and we always like having new friends in the chat. Yep, it's pretty fun. So, aside from D2R, are there any other games you're playing on the PC? Our big one right now we like to play is, aside from me, I play Diablo, but my buddies and I, we play Gunfire Reborn, which is like a roguelike shooter game. Just so much fun. This is why I was so excited to get that Frost Nova on that orb I picked up right away, because it just, you control the game so much. You know, I've watched some Asmodee games, and some of his luck, like some of the compilation ones, some of his luck is just insane. Like, I've seen that man luck his way out of unfathomable situations. Like you are on a streamer server, and he's just getting his own. He has his own RNG. Him and Tice, I've seen Tice, even Kibler, sometimes get out of some situations that's like, okay, who you guys paying off here? And then you have people who never get lucky, like Silvername, and you're like, how do you get out of any sort of, Grandmaster list? Like, you have the worst luck I've ever seen in my life. Which is fun. I still can't believe I didn't just save quit. Yeah, he switched to Battlegrounds. Part of the reason why I actually like playing a lot of Battlegrounds is I watch some of my streamers do the same thing. Ooh, Raltal. Not a bad start. Watch some of my streamers. I was really upset when Savage quit Hearthstone, because he was doing a lot of really fun Death Rattle. He would do the Death Rattle Priest builds and whatnot, which was really fun to watch. And so I was really like into watching him play, and I liked his mindset around stuff. And once I watched him jump into Battlegrounds, I was like, okay, now I can get back into this game. It's a different game mode. Like, it is definitely one of those that it's hard to kind of just want to watch. I almost feel like the combat part of it, the action, which is what you should want to watch, isn't as fun as the actual shopping part of the game. And that's what's really weird, is you have a game that's like, the whole premise is to beat the other people down. But the best part is early on, when they're fighting each other, or when they're shopping, versus the fighting. So it's definitely a weird game to kind of get into in that element. Lightning. All right, I gotta get telekinesis next level up. And I'm gonna dump a lot of these into the shared stash now. So if I do, unfortunately, turn my brain off and have to do this again, oh, I want to go out rogue encampment, I can start with a couple runes. And it's one of those things too. I don't like watching streams of Battlegrounds. Oop, experience shrine, cool. I don't like watching the streams of Battlegrounds, but I love watching the highlight, like YouTube clips, you know, where, like Dog, for instance, like just does an amazing build, and you're just like, how are you so strong turn 8? Like, it makes no sense, sort of thing. That I can get behind 100% and watch the highlight ones, but I wouldn't be able to just click on somebody's stream. I just can't do it. Right? God, working all the time. Literally non-stop work. So here, because I have, that's good money. Because I have this shrine, I do want to try to just focus on the boss groups, minions, and the boss itself. By the way, minions, so you see how the Devilkin here has minion behind his name. It says demon, and then it says minion. That's how you know he's part of a boss group. The minions give the same amount of experience as the boss does. So you definitely want to kill all of the minions that you can, because that's where the big experience is. Like, you just see my bar just jumping right now. Ooh, legendary. Is that Crescent Moon, or is that Blood Moon? Blood Crescent. That was close enough. So I did pick up a Blood Crescent. One of my favorite early game weapons to hate to get. No, I love getting Blood Crescent. Actually, I ran Blood Crescent on the on my Druid run. I did. All right, I'll have to tally it off of the thing later, because I got this experience shrine I gotta burn through real fast. Okay, your mana burn, but why is your health not going down? So you can just see the egregious amount of experience that you get when you have this shrine on and you're killing boss groups. Okay, level 3. And the tower is great experience to begin with. I want to see if the boss group is right here. Where are you, boss group? Nope. Okay, shrine's already gone, so don't care as much anymore. Alright, let's cross off Blood Crescent off the list. Okay. I always hate going AFK in here because I don't know if like a mob followed me down here or something. It always scares me, so. Alright, text 533, 32, 31, because I got those 2 runes, and then I'm going to go into my spreadsheet here. Weapons. Swords, one-hander, Blood Crescent is checked off, so I am up 2.4%. If you make a Fury Druid, like a shape-shifting werewolf druid, it is pretty solid as an early game weapon for them because of the way the stats on it work. He just uses it very well. But after about level 10 or 12, you it doesn't really do much, unfortunately. Because the open wounds just puts like a dot on them that prevents them from healing. High life steal good resistances and fast attack speed, but the damage is so low that it falls off so fast. Like any normal like white weapon you get in Act 3 is going to do better than that, just because the damage itself is so much higher, unfortunately. It's very cold. I'm fine because I'm not really one that gets, you know, I don't really feel cold as much as like my wife does. She really does not handle the cold well. She freezes 24/7. But it doesn't really bother me too much until it gets like that really cold biting air that like hurts your lungs. So, but yep, I'm in Michigan. Bowman, who streams with us, he's in Michigan. He's a little west of me. And then Echo Fox, our other dad that streams with us, he's in northern Ohio. So it just sucks because, you know, obviously he's in Ohio, and that's a place. So where is down here? Where you at? Ooh, Taleth, got my stealth. These guys are just good experience too, because they're part of Countess's crew, so. Ooh, Alabama. I've been there quite a bit. I like Alabama. I have friends that moved into Florida. I think my grandparents lived down in Alabama, right on the coast, or right on the border between Bama, Florida, and the Panhandle area. The Floribama shore. Do you do all the Alabama sports? Are you a big Roll Tide fan? Oh, okay, so you're on the northern side. My stepdad was a very big Alabama fan. Oh, I did get telekinesis, so let me start using that. I'm a big telekinesis slut. I'll telekinesis anything. It could literally be a potion on the ground next to me, and I'm like, nah, I'm going to TK that shit. Telekinesis. So here's Tal. Have you messed with rune words at all, by the way? Tal plus F makes stealth. I can't use it yet, but that's ready for me when I hit level 17. It is literally like the best body armor early game. You can run that all the way into hell. I mean, my one guy's level 83. She still uses it. Oh, let me go rogue encampment. Let me go look at those shrines again. I'm from northern Indiana originally, so I am an Irish fan because I grew up about 30 minutes from the Whoa, what is this? Double gem shrine. Damn, I wish I had a topaz or something with me. I was just like, oh, I'll just hit it here just because. I don't need it right now. That's fun. 37. Well, I'm 33, so you only got a couple years on me. Nothing crazy. There you go. If you just Google D2 Rune Words, Area Summit's a really good website. It shows you the ones that you need. You do have to be extra careful. There are a lot of stipulations you have to make sure you're adhering to, that you're not wasting your runes in an item. Like, for instance, you're like, oh, I can make insight in the pole arm, and a pole axe or something that says pole arm isn't actually a pole arm. It's I'm not wasting my time with lightning. Yeah, it can get. I've lost some good runes to. Oh, come on now. I've lost some good runes to not paying attention to, or not double checking, I should say, the base that I'm putting it in. Yep, white item, gray. it can't be like a magical blue item that has sockets. It's definitely got to be the right base type. And also, there's some ways to socket items. Oh yeah, 100%. I can't even like. Sometimes you just play this game, you turn your brain off. Like I just turned my brain off with the. Oh, wrong button. Cliglaws. There's another one off the list. 30, then 29 because I got that extra rune. Let me go check off Cliglaws. Sets Cliglaws. Claw. Cool, cool. There's another one in the books. Yeah, just letting my hardcore character die because I'm like, yeah, I haven't done hardcore in a while. My brain doesn't work right now. I'll drink my dumb fuck juice and let my guy die like an idiot. How did my stuff get backwards? Not really. Some of the early sets, actually, one of the big things, if you just watched the video that Llama did with the devs, one of the big things was support for early game sets being useful, because there's literally like 2 or 3 sets in the game, like total, even end game sets that are actually good. And part of the frustration of that was there's not good sets. Like, sets themselves will always be outperformed by rune words, by the uniques and stuff that have been added to the game in later expansions and whatnot, that just they don't perform anymore. So it's like, where's the balance love for them? Life Mana Ethereal Repairs. So Tower Shah's is really good. You can get away with some Griswold's stuff as well. That's a pretty strong set early on, or late game. And then, you know, the niche builds every now and again. Yeah, a lot about the rune words and a lot about the uniques. For your main pieces, I will say the one thing that is pretty nice is you can get a nice pair of like yellow boots and just have a phenomenal pair of rare boots that just faster run, walk, triple res, some magic find, and you just call it a day. And it doesn't matter what uniques or other rune words or there's no rune word for boots obviously, but like uniques and stuff that you pick up for it, because they will never come close to just an outstanding pair of yellow boots. So there is that element of the game that I do enjoy. But overall, it is like, okay, find the good stuff. Find the good stuff. Oh, it's only 11:12. Yeah, for the most part. So like yellow rings, kind of like that there. Other yellow items, chest plates and stuff. So it just depends which yellows. Like for instance, this yellow helm I picked up because I don't have a helm right now. If I already had a helm, or I just really didn't care, I could have left that on the ground and be fine. But circlets you always want to pick up, boots you want to pick up, gloves you want to pick up, rings and ammies that are yellow you always want to pick up. But yellow weapons, you don't really need them unless, again, you have no weapon at all. Yellow chest plates and stuff, unless you're just looking for a chest plate to dump onto a merc or something like that. That would be the only reason to pick those up. Oh, dual FCR rings. This one's got extra gold, stamina. The dex is meh. That's kind of nice. But yeah, that's kind of the idea behind those. I am gonna res page throw a
I can't use that yet.
page. You serious right now? Acquire level 4 and you're level 3. Okay. Well, let me go to higher. Normally I wouldn't waste my time, but I got a really good yellow bow, and she can do some decent damage for me. So if I run into any physical immune, or sorry, any like lightning enchanted stuff, she can help clear it out for me. Move these into here. I got one Rel. I need a tier still, so I can make a leaf staff for my offhand. So that would be nice. And I'm not too worried about shopping any items right now. I will shop son of a gun, a Nova staff something later. Like she just pops these things right now.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, every video tells you to go Jav because every video is right and you should go Jav. Like, Javs are just inherently better by a landslide. Like, there's no contest. It's just so much more powerful. In order to make bows good, you really need high mana, and you really need a ton of items in your rune words and stuff to really make them shine. And even then, you still get outclassed by a white. You can literally have like a white item, a white pole arm or a white javelin, and it would still do more damage because of how the Javzon is set up to do damage. She's so good. Yeah. So the one thing I will tell people is have fun with the game, obviously. That's just one of the things. Like my buddy Derek Echo Fox, he's part of the crew. He's the one that lives in Ohio. When we started playing, I was like, you can play a Necro if you're not dumb. They're the safe ones. But I told him, I go, yes, this is kind of how you want to build it, but, have fun. But at the same time, you want to be somewhat successful so you can move through the game. There's have fun and do your own thing, and then there's I can't do anything at all because this game is rigged against me and I can't actually like clear stuff. Because especially when you get into like Nightmare and stuff, you have immunities that you have to start worrying about, and hell, it gets absolutely insane. Yeah, net decking is. I'll do it too from time to time, but most of the time I'll do the same thing. Or I'm like, okay, but I'm running into a lot of this card that this person's talking about. I haven't seen a need for it, so I'm just gonna run this instead, and then I use my own. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you, sticky shift key. Oh, got way more strength than I need. That's nice. Like my chick here is just popping them off one at a time here. Okay, this is gonna mess me up. And that's how I used to play it too. Like I was like, oh, I want to try this cool build out, and then I'm like finding out very quickly that this is not. It's not fun when you can't do anything. So it also can just kind of be disheartening for you. The other thing that's nice is you can share items between characters, especially now. It's a heck of a lot easier with the shared stash. So you do want to build your character, and you want to get a character that can help you farm and get the items that make you strong enough to try those weird wonky builds, and then you can actually say, okay, this is my fun build, and I can accomplish this because I was able to find the stuff that I needed to make this work. Did I seriously just get Tal F? I did. I just got another stealth armor. Come on, I need a tier. So that's why, like, my first character in ladder, because we played as a group, was a Blizzard Sorc, and I was able to get high enough level and just start farming. And I had friends that were doing like Paladin and all this other stuff that would get stuck, and I'd be like, "Did you guys just want me to come help you? Like, I can absolutely jump in and help you guys, you know, push through your content, get you moving a little bit, and kind of get you guys where you need to go, get you to the end game content, because it can take a long time." Especially on some of the fights where you're just like, oh my gosh, why is this taking so long? Well, because you don't have the proper skills to kill stuff yet. You're not built for progression like you think you are. So it helps out having that good stuff right away. Champions. I am on Players 1 right now, yeah. I'm just kind of pushing through. You don't need really higher player count for runes, so I don't really need to increase anything here. I'm already at 12 down here, which is fine by me. Oh, come on, be good. Warmth. I don't really need to increase the players count right now. I could if I really wanted to, but it's just going to cost me more mana to kill some of this stuff that's not really for any crazy high reason. I'm going to focus more on players count when I start getting into, you know, Nightmare and Hell difficulties, where I want that extra stuff. Yeah, I mean, I know how to play the game, so I can absolutely crank the players count higher, because this game can be very challenging on players count 1, like 100%. So you can crank the difficulty and really feel like you're getting punished, or you can just leave it on players 1. And I don't need the extra experience or the extra drop rates right now. It's nothing that I like. I'd rather just get through to the runes than really focus on trying to get a higher player count now. Because all the stuff that I'm picking up here, it's not like when you're higher level into the game that it's like, oh, there's a lower chance to get these items. Like, I'll pick up 150, you know, Kleeglaw shields before I even get my, you know, Q Hagens or my Tyrael's Might and stuff like that. So there's stuff that I know that I'm not going to see for a long time. I will not need to farm this difficulty at all. Like, I'll just run on Hell difficulty and do that. I am excited to get static maps for Lower Karast. Ever found? I have gotten Death's Web. I have gotten Burroon. I mean, I've picked up quite a bit of stuff. I wouldn't say like there's anything that's like I know off the top of my head that's like, oh man, that's like the best. Like, I built an entire IK set, which was pretty fun. I did an IK Barb back in like regular D2, not D2R, which was pretty neat. Had fun with him. He's underpowered still, but it was still fun. Okay, game. This game like absolutely hates me. Tier rune. But I found some good stuff. A couple Tower Shah's pieces. I did get a Griswold's, a G-Face, a Gilliam face as well. Not a Griswold's. I did get a Gilliam's face on my Sorc. So I've seen some pretty good stuff come across my loot table. I did hit 13, so these daggers going to be a little more expensive. Oh, okay. One more. Nope. Okay. Just seeing if I can snag a gold dagger early. Well, I got the character at the level. Not really hurting for money right now, so. Well, it also would help if I put money in my actual stash. Alright, so you, let's do players 3. And I'll do a players 3 run to kind of show you the difference here. Why I would rather just leave it on players 1 because of the extra mana that I'm using without like getting an insane amount more experience. I mean, granted, my chick hits like a truck. So she's definitely going to carry this a little bit. Alright, let's give her a little bit of a helm upgrade so she doesn't just die. Wow, that's a lot of chip jumps in one little area. Yep, Trap Assassin, super easy to play through the game with as well. So if you're learning the game brand new, she's one of those that like you can just play and you're not really punished for bad points. You can always respec later into the lightning traps from the fire wake trap, but she's just really easy to play and very rewarding as well. Yes, Barb is an absolutely shitty first tune unless you're playing in a group. Then having a Barb is essential, just because Warcry and Battle Command and stuff. Yeah, melee in this game is very underwhelming until you get like end game, you get grief, you get all the juicy juice. That's just really good. Then it feels very rewarding because you know it's one of those things like the hardest people to kill in the game require physical damage of some sort because you need to be able to lifesteal and put life tap on enemies and stuff like that. So it's like it's underwhelming until it's necessary. Basically, you can't do Ubers with. I mean, you can. So obviously, when I say you can't, there's a way to do Ubers and stuff without it. But it's so much easier to do Ubers with just like a Smite Paladin instead of actually putting in like a 500 blizzards onto Mephisto and he's only at half health. But a smiter can kill him in 21 seconds. A lot of minions down here. This happened to just be like a pretty decent run even with players 3 on. Light mana. Another light mana. Like I said, my chick is doing a lot of damage right now. So she's actually carrying me pretty hard. Not hard at all. And incredibly difficult at the same time. It just depends where you're farming and which base you're looking for. So like if you're looking for like a base crystal sword for an early I know that's probably not the answer you're looking for. If you're looking for like a good base for like Spirit Crystal Sword. Just go farm normal cows. Like, beat the game, unlock the cow level, and kill the cows, and you'll get one very quickly. But if you're looking for like that six-socketed, phase blade, it's gonna take you a bit of time. I've got to pump all the put like a bunch of shales in it for attack speed and whatnot. Yeah, you're gonna struggle to find it if you're not on BattleNet for trading. Also, knowing what white items you can use the Larzik socket quest, or even just socket with the cube, definitely helps. Ooh, 5 to energy. You can shop some, absolutely. I've shopped my 2 socketed chest armor before to try to make stealth because you just don't find one, and you're just like, cool. I'll do another Players 3. That was actually a lot of experience, and it didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to. I'm also like hitting over leveled for this area, so. But yeah, you can shop stuff. It's just you're not some of the stuff is going to be harder to shop for bases because some of the stuff you're not really going to find a good white version. Most of the time, you're going to find a magic version, so you're going to get the version that is, of course, with the with some magical properties on it. So it's not going to work even if you do manage to socket it and try to put your runes in it. You're not going to get your rune word out of it because it's not a white version of the item you need, or just a gray socketed version. All right, what am I? 14. Put one more level into this, and then and pump some static. So a white item is one that has no magical properties. A gray item is one that comes either ethereal or pre-socketed with a random number of sockets. And different item levels allow for different numbers of sockets. For instance, the reason why people will farm cows is because they know what level cows are and they know what level of items the cows can drop. So for instance, if you want a 4-socketed crystal sword, so you can run the rune word spirit in early on, you can't just pick up a crystal sword out of Act 2 Rocky Waste and go take it to Larzik and socket it, because you're only going to get 3 sockets or whatever the number is, and you're going to be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I got a crystal sword out of the cow level and that one gave me 4 sockets, so why does Larzik give me 3 here but gave me 4 there? And it's because the item levels are important. You can only get certain item level or items in certain areas, and there's a whole, again, everything since Diablo is such an old game, it's over 21 years old now, there's an entire website that you can find all this information on, which is nice. But to sum it up, it's certain items from certain areas are certain levels. So that orange amulet that you saw, I was killing Bale, and I got it from one of the Bale waves. Oh no, I'm sorry, that one came from Ancient Tunnels. So it's an item level 85 area, or sorry, it's a monster level 85 area. So it's one of the higher levels in the game. So I knew that the amulet itself was from a very high area, so the item level of the amulet was higher. Then I used the cube to generate to craft the amulet, and it worked because I knew that it was a certain level. So there's like level thresholds. My character was a certain level. The item level was a certain level, and that's what I basically used math to figure out, okay, this amulet can be between these levels, and that's when you can get +2 to skills with the faster cast rate versus only +1 to skills with the faster cast rate and other things. So that's why knowing where to go to farm for some of the stuff is really good. Sometimes the knowledge of where to farm is better than just going out and farming. Like a very educated approach to it is best. You're going to get the best results, and a lot of research goes into it, and just a lot of playing the game. Like these ghosts here, these ghosts can only drop certain items in the game. They have a higher chance to drop high-level runes in later game. So people will farm them because you have a much higher chance for high runes. I think it's like actually like doubled the chance to get a high rune off of them in hell difficulty, like Arcane Sanctuary and stuff like that. So people will run and farm just those guys because they're looking for something specific. Yeah, you can actually like look at the code of the game. It's in your files, like it's in your actual like program files of the game. So people basically dissected it. For instance, the rune words plague and the other one that they were talking about adding during the latter season are already in the game. Like the actual code is in the game. What they do is in the game. You just can't actually make it because they never turned it on. If that makes sense. Like the code is there, but you can't actually perform it because it's not active. So there's some mods that allow you to make the rune words because the code is there and all they have to do is turn it on. But you could never make plague, and it's not harmony, it's like something, I can't remember what the name of the other one is. You never could do it. It exists, it's there, you just never could do it. But people found it because you can look in the files for it and find it in the files. Same as the runes, rune words they make experience, the way experience works in the game when you get capped in certain experience levels. So like if you're too high or too low, it's crazy. Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to do that. There's even hero editor, so pretend that was a thing where you had to, trial and error all of them. There is a hero editor that you can download that allows you to edit characters in the single player game. So you can just go in, change your stats, change your level if you wanted to, unlimited respecs. You can actually create items that way. So you can absolutely 100% do that. Which is why I also like when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna oh dang it, I didn't mean to use a potion. Like I decided that I'm going to do a Grail. I'm going to do it while streaming. I'm not just going to do a single player version of it and then post it on like Twitter or Reddit and say, oh, look what I did. And they're like, cool, where's your proof? Well, it's like, oh, it took so long. What do you mean, where's my proof? And it's like, did you at least like stream it so people could watch you do it? Like, so there's some accountability that comes from streaming it, which is fine. I get it. And I'm not doing it for anybody else but myself, really. Just the streaming part of it is like, oh yeah, we can go back, the last 2 years and see him on his YouTube channel that he definitely was running it, doing it live. Cursed, get away. So, and most people are just going to say it's fake anyway, so. Not when you watch me stand there like an idiot and get killed on my Necro. That's alright, that wasn't too far into the game. I just have to remember I can use escape and save quit. Yeah, some people just grind and grind and grind, which I understand because, when I was single and I lived on my own and I moved into a different area and I didn't know anybody, all I did was play games. So it was really easy for me to just go to work, come home, and play. And all my grinding was done World of Warcraft. Like, the amount of time I put into that game was asinine, to say the least. But yeah, it's understandable. You can definitely achieve those numbers when all you do is put the time into it. And their time into the game versus like my time into the game, or yours, since you're really new, they can accomplish more in an hour than you could, in 6 hours. And you're like, wow, I can't believe I did, it took me 6 hours to do that, and it took him only, an hour. And you're like, yeah, that's because he's done this for, 35,000 hours he has into this game. Dedicated the greater majority of his free time for the last 10 years playing this one game. If he's not that good at it, then I would maybe tell him to question his his dedication and put it towards something else, because it's clearly not paying off. Oh yeah, good old World of Warcraft. So I already have a bunch of Eth runes, so I can sell that one. I don't need it. Oh, there you go. I played a little bit on the original, started in BC as well, and then played Wrath and played past that. I played that game a lot. That's going to run to the wall, so this is going to go out. Like I said, I love the TK stuff. Yep. All right, 1140. Only level 15. Really close to teleport. I'm still so mad at myself for not hitting escape and exiting game. God, I hate myself. All that time and effort I put in the other day, just farming it and all that other stuff. I mean, granted, again, it's still a new character, so it's not the end of the world. But it's one of those, like, I can't believe I did that really dumb mistake. Like, it's such an elementary mistake to make. Good old school Halo. Yeah, I'm a big Blizzard, I don't want to say like Blizzard fanboy, but I played a lot of it myself. But I'm big like into StarCraft and RTSs as well. I played Warcraft 3. I played Warcraft 1 back in the day. Humans vs. Orcs, that style. Oh yeah, no, I'm really good at RTSs. I was before they put in Grandmaster leagues. I was diamond in ones and twos with my buddy. We played a lot of games. So there's the exit, but I do want to find the hammer or the Maulus for Charcy. She's nice. I'll find it for her. Give it back. Should be over here. Ooh, that's a spicy room. I was all excited when they remastered Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, and released it. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then the ladder wasn't ready when it was when it launched, so I was like, okay, I'll wait a little bit. And then like the game itself was not good. It was pretty, but not enough people were really playing it after it launched. And I was like, okay, so I can do a couple custom games, and that's about it. Ooh, heavy boots. Again, yellow boots. I always pick up the yellow boots. Oh yeah. my my reaction time playing it was pretty ridiculous. I'd hit anywhere between 180 or 150 and like 180 APM playing playing my guys. It's just ridiculous amount of timing and speed. And then I played with my buddy. We put so much time into it. We literally were like pinging the map without saying anything, like just in each other's headspaces. Like it really felt ridiculous. FHR and fire res. FHR and cold res. I will take fire res every day of the week. I will make weapons from your bones. No, you won't. Wow, she hits like a truck. She's so good early on. And then she just gets completely outclassed by the Act 2 Merc. Auras are so good. Oh, there you go. And she's hitting even harder now. She just leveled up. Alright, let's run the jail, kill Andariel, and then, yeah, head to bed. I can't believe I didn't pick up a single tier rune. Even just to like socket it into something would be so nice right now. That mana per kill helps so much. Jail 2. So funny. She's outclassing the archers and the and the stuff down here. She's so funny. Yeah, so part of getting the character is patience, especially on hardcore. It's patience, and it's knowing what you're looking for, which is why having a character through on normal, you can have a feel for some of the areas versus walking into it blind and then just getting blindsided by, you know, something that you didn't know was there. Like you didn't know to look for souls, or you didn't know that there's some characters that can just do, like some enemies that can just do these things, you know. And that's where the little bit of experience is. It doesn't matter how good you are, it's just the actual knowledge of what's coming can help so much. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I bet you can do it. I mean, it's obviously it can take time, but if you've played a lot of games like this before, you definitely can pull it off. It's just, you know, there's like little things in the game like maps, like how to read maps, knowing where exits are going to be every single time. Like in the tower, even though, you know, after you run the first time, you have it saved until you know, change difficulties. But this game uses the same map structures for a lot of things. What is this wraparound? What? I'll take it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like again, when I went into D3, I played so much D2 that it did feel natural. It wasn't like it was a brand new game for me. It was a game I'm already familiar with because I am familiar with it. like familiar with the playstyle, I also play Path of Exile and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll go back and... Who are you attacking? What? I have never ever seen enemies in this area. Chico, don't die. Did she seriously just die? She did. Son of a gun. I've never seen enemies in that area. That was wild. And I was about to say, like other areas, knowing like what to expect when you go into certain areas and stuff. That was one that I've never seen enemies in there before. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Diablo 3 is there's a reason why there's a lot of streamers that stream Diablo 2 that don't even look at Diablo 3 as the benchmark. And, for instance, there's a lot of them that are extremely scared that some of the Diablo 4 stuff that they're showing with these huge numbers and other things like that are very, very reminiscent of a Diablo 3 and not Diablo 2. Earlier, you said buying bases from the shop. Can you do it? For instance, this is a very good base for lore. This is a good base to just throw 2 Rao runes in and just have a really high fire resistance helmet. That's what this is. Yeah, exactly. Scale it down. People don't need to go infinite in damage. It'll make the gear grind a little bit easier, and it's a lot more fun. So I'm actually going to buy this cap and put it in my stash because it's just a good cap to have. Because then later in the game I can throw it to things in it. Okay, now I got to figure out what's going on in here because I've never ever seen enemies spawn in here. This is awesome. That was so cool. Yeah, so the closest thing you have is this, your stat screen, looking at it, and even that's not accurate 100%. There's a lot of stuff that sometimes is off. But there are calculators that you can download where you can put your character's information in, and it tells you exactly how much damage you're doing and what you're looking for in terms of like upgrades and whatnot, comparisons, and that sort of thing. Bone Ash. Ow. You're welcome. Alright, I didn't get to see that last comment you made. Yeah, so the runes themselves make, like obviously like we talked about earlier, make the game. And that's really the big focus of this game is finding the right runes, finding the right uniques, and really pushing the game. Part of what made Diablo 3 so frustrating for a lot of people, especially like if you went from 3 to 2, oh man, it feels great. You're just like, yeah, 2 is so cool, 3 was fun. But if you went from 2 to 3, you're like, wow, this game sucks. Like, it doesn't suck, but it's not fun. It's not anywhere near like what I was anticipating. I don't feel like I have the same amount of time I can put into Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 and have that same like reward that I would get when I played Diablo 2. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Like if you went one way versus the other, it felt so much better for people. And I mean, I don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed 3 because I was playing it with a lot of my friends and stuff. We did a huge LAN party. We got everybody from our, or not everybody, but a lot of people from our guild came in. We had like 25 people that were staying at my buddy's place. and we put like business class internet in his one of his houses that he grew up in, but his family didn't live in at the time, and it was super cool, and that was fun. But it was the social element, not the gameplay. So, and then just kind of how the devs reacted to people's initial reactions. You know, people saying like, "Hey, you know, just so you know, we're not having fun with this game." And they're like, you know, their response was, I believe, quote, "We know what fun is. We make fun, and you do fun." Something like that. And we were just like, wow, that's like the douchebaggiest douchebag thing I've heard in a very long time. And yeah, it fell off very quickly. It's a dead end both sides. So we were just not too happy with it long term. So we stopped playing it. Came back for a season or two after they did some updates like years down the road. And then just, again, not the same reward as you're playing it. So Honor, come on. Like, just teleport me to me, girl. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and console is completely different than playing at PC. It's doable, but it's nowhere near the same. Yeah. They're expensive now. Chip shortage making everything expensive. Is this the waypoint? Okay. So the way these maps are laid out, the exit is to the right. Have you read anything about reading maps? The is very expensive. So the tile is what you're looking at. So this tile, which is this square right here, the entrance goes to the top left or the northeast. That's how you enter. So when you're exiting, if you look at my character here, my orb is in my right hand. My shield is in my left hand. So when you say right and left, we mean like where the character's facing right or left. Though my right side, which is my orb side, the exit tile for this, for Catacombs 2 to go down into Catacombs 3, the entrance of the exit tile is going to be to the bottom left because it's going to be to my right. So because this tile is here and this is the entrance, is this doorway, it goes up to the top left, I will come out and turn right. Now it could be here, it could be here, it could be here, but the entrance to the tile is going to face this way. So it could be it's going to be over here somewhere, but it's going to be facing down to the left. And that's how you kind of read maps as you go. And I have a sheet somewhere where all of them are. And I used to have the greater majority of them memorized, but I kind of lost it, and I went to just mainly the boss ones. So my goal is to start moving where it's going to be down to the right. That's where the entrance to the exit's going to be, and here you see it. So here's my exit tile. Right here is this square, and as you can see, the entrance or the waypoint, I turn right, and when I turn right, it's this direction, and that's what you see here. That's how I know, okay, here's my waypoint, I know I got to go this way, and that's how I gain my exit. And it's nice to learn these. Same thing with the tower. The tower, it's always to your shield side, or you're always turning left. So when you go into the tower to farm runes off the Countess, you're like, oh, turn left, oh, turn left. And when you're doing it on BattleNet, it's very important to know that because they're not static maps. It's a new map every time. So, it's not bad staff. So you're always, remembering, okay, where's my exit? Where's my exit? Um, it's nice to know the maps and which way you're going to go, because having that knowledge just makes it a heck of a lot faster, especially for farming purposes. And again, and here your static maps. So as soon as you find it, you know where it's at, and then you just keep rerunning it. But for your first playthrough, to not waste time in areas and whatnot, you know what to look for. And then there's even advanced learning, knowing what tile sets look like. If this layout is here, then I know that the exit is there, sort of thing. And you know, like, where you're looking for your exits in your, like, specific rooms. You know which rooms have, like, the elite spawns in them and whatnot. So that's where the knowledge of, yeah, I want to play hardcore, but yeah, you're not learning the maps in the later stages. So when you get there, you're going to be very alien. You're going to be basically in an alien world, not knowing which way to run. And in actuality, if you just ran it through on normal, you can find patterns and learn kind of the feel of the maps, kind of the feel of the enemies, what you're looking for. And it just helps you later on in the game when you want to do your hardcore run. You don't have to worry as much with what's around the corner. You can have a better prediction about what's around the corner. What are you looking for? Style just makes it a little safer, especially because this game will, unless you're dumb and forget to escape, save, quit, will kill you randomly, and you're just like, wow, I can't believe I just died to that. Which again was my fault, because I kept running instead of. All right, one more level, think 16, and I'm going to respec into Nova because it's more damage. You do have to get a little closer, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it is technically more damage. I've never made a 99 hardcore. The highest hardcore I've had was an 88 assassin. And it's mainly because I just kind of gave up. She didn't die or anything. It was an old computer I had that I just stopped playing it. Got distracted with some other stuff. I think I actually switched to World of Warcraft at that time, which is what happened. But but yeah, an 80. Yeah, I think it was like an 88 assassin. A lot of fun. A lot of time went into that character. But assassins later on are really easy because you literally just you can either Cloak of Shadows or you can Burst of Speed and just run around. Like, you literally just lay traps and run around. I ran the wrong way because I was talking. So they're a very safe character. You can also Mind Blast and mind control enemies, which is pretty cool. So that makes them a very safe character later on. You don't have to worry about, oh no, I just got trapped by this like huge group of enemies. You can play very safe farming, even in massive groups. Which is also why I like the Wind Druid, Elemental Druid. You can just, you do cold and you do physical, which not a lot of stuff in the game is cold and physical immune, and the ones that are, you just kind of run through them. But you do get a lot of crowd control because you are constantly doing cold damage. So stuff tends to get slow, and if you really are scared, you can throw a Holy Freeze Merc in there as well, and just really give yourself that safety that you would want on hardcore. Yeah, they're very passive, just run in and kill stuff. Just, oh, look at me, here's a tornado, and I win. I'm a giant hurricane, and I throw tornadoes. Does it make sense? No. Is it effective? Hell yeah. I need a lot of healing potions still, so I'm going to pick up all these. Let's see what the Sacred Globe has, because I only have this one. Frozen Armor Ice Bolt. Nope, don't need you. So looking at this map, I know it's bottom right because I've already explored bottom left, and top right technically. But even turning the corner, I knew that this was going to dead end because this map style doesn't really have the exit up there. So I'm going to run down to the bottom right, and that's where I'm going to run into the exit. But as soon as I kill Andariel, I'm going to be specking spec change here. Use my first reset, switch to Nova. Vanished. You are really fast. How far did that guy run? I know he's teleportation, but damn, that was nuts. There you are. Well, there's one of you at least. I can bash you to death because you're just sitting here in the corner. Okay, that's just taking too long. Yep, here's the wall, separates the two. Now we're at level 4. Oh, Andariel's a challenge, so I am going to pick up a couple antidote potions. You can use antidote potions to clear a poison if you wanted to, but you can also use them to just increase your poison resistance for a little bit. Every single one of them is 50 poison res for 30 seconds. So you can power chug them and have extra poison res going into it. Which I shouldn't really chug them yet because I need to make it there, but you can see my resistance is up to 60 now, which is nice. So these guys you don't actually have to kill down here. I do it just because I don't want something weird to happen. Again, hardcore. But you can just run into the next room and close the door. Like this. You can walk in and be like, follow me, friend. She'll be like, I'm here, friend. And then you just close the door and they can't make it through. Alright, so she's coming down. Gonna do that. Now I'm gonna static her, really lower her health. Watch my chick die. Just stack some extra poison res so nothing weird happens. The big balls, by the way, that's her power attack. If you get hit by that, that's the sad. Go. Another yellow ring. Wow. And again, all chips. That's exactly what happened in the last kill I got on her. Make sure there's nothing else in here that I need. And there we go. Andariel down. So we're gonna go east. I didn't even see what time it was. I wanted to try to finish that before midnight. Oh, 10, 8 after. Inferno, Ice Bolt. Grand Charm of Stamina. What is this ring? 10 FCR, 4 to mana. Four mana is better than poison res. You don't get a lot of poison in this game. And this one's got 2 dex, stamina, gold, and yeah, res is better than dex. You're done, you're gone, you're gone. Don't need any of you. You've probably seen right as soon as I got out of there, I got rid of all those minor potions because I just don't need minor potions anymore. They're not doing me any good. Let me talk to Farah and get belt. Oh, crappy belts. I'll reset that real fast. Just any sort of magic belt is nice because that's the extra slots that I need. And then here I'm going to pick up prayer. I'm running. Nope, wrong button. Damn it. That's a force of habit there. Prayer level 12, prayer level 11, prayer level 15. Come on, Fazzle. So he's going to help regenerate my life. My life. Oh, didn't even walk out. Oh no, I did. I did walk out. To reset the shop. 3 strength. There we go. Frost Nova when struck. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Oh, 2-socketed helm. Oh, did I hit 17? Nope, still 16. So I can get that here soon, which is nice. And weapons. Do I have regular spears? Nope. Okay, so let me go gamble a spear for my dude. He can hold my helm right now. And this just get me a little survivability as I come out in this area. Spear damage. Really? You're not going to give me a single yellow spear? Come on. Wow, this game. Right in the fields game. Come on. Alright, Lysander. Let's trade. Look at that. 0 energy invested, and I already have 91 mana on this character, so let's go kill Redimant. Get that extra skill. Oh, wait, no. First thing I want to do is I want to go respec into Nova. And I want to respec slowly because I like to go fast, and that's not smart. I have 2 skill choices remaining. What's going on? Lightning. Ugh. So, 1, 1. Armor, Frost Nova. I don't need one in that because I don't need mana regen yet. I'm just trying to remember, is there... Yes, I save 1 I save 1 point for teleport. I actually save these 4 points, I believe, for teleport, or 3 points. So when I level, I can do teleport and Nova. Teleport and Nova. There we go. So now I have everything I need. And okay, so now I need to change my stuff. You're still E, you're still Q, you are now W. I'm going to use you. So you can see the huge damage difference with Nova. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Okay, now we're off. We're off to see Blizzard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. So you don't get that same level of protection like you do with the other build. And I really wish I had a tier rune. I might actually just turbo run a thing real fast because a tier rune changes this build hardcore. But with prayer, I feel a little safe. With him not actually attacking anything, I don't feel as safe. You can just see the massive amount of damage that this this stuff does. Okay, I just hit him in the back of the legs, so what? Yeah, it's much faster, but again, it's a little dicier. You got to get up close and personal. But the amount of damage this thing does is it's really strong early. And as long as you can position yourself right, you can really get some good damage in. And you don't have to worry about some of the stuff in the back. So there's times where it's like, oh man, this guy keeps rezzing in the back and I can't reach him because every time I fire my charge bolts or whatever, he just doesn't, it doesn't hit him in time because he keeps rezzing stuff or friends are. And it's just, it can get frustrating. So that's why this is a really solid build early on. And then you also, because you're doing this, you tend to be able to fit a couple extra points into static, so you increase the range to 6 yards. So you're not on top of bosses staticking and putting yourself in danger. Cool, chip topaz. And if I was like paying just a little more attention, or if I thought like there was something specific I would need, then I would be pushing like which gem I'm holding at all times so that I can use those shrines. Because those gem shrines, I don't know if you know, it took me a long time, like literally a long time to realize how dumb I am with those shrines. The gem shrines are actually, they just upgrade a shrine or a gem that you have in your inventory. So if you have a shrine in your inventory, or a gem in your inventory, and you click the shrine, that gem is going to go up one. It's like cubing it up one. So it'll pick a chipped emerald or a chipped topaz right now, and it'll turn it into a flawed. And then if I had a flawed, it would turn it into a just a regular version. So that's what those shrines do. And there's actually like farming strats where you're like, oh, I need like 4 perfect diamonds. You would just start with chips and you would just reload the game and run to a very shrine heavy area and just look for gem shrines and then close the game and reload it and just keep upgrading your perfects or your non-perfects up to perfect status. And that's how you're like, yes, I got 4 perfect diamonds super early for resistances, not because I found all these diamonds and I cubed them all or got lucky with my drops. It's I literally just found all these gem shrines and I spent an hour to get all 4 of these up.
I need mana. I need mana.
Man, I need tier runes bad. I wish warmth actually did something early on. That would be even better. Really? I was all the way here and I didn't? Okay. What is up over there? And then I can pick up an insight later, as you do with all your mercs. Yeah, that's based. So the increased percentage is based off of your total mana pool. So because you don't have much mana, the increased percentage is doing nothing. You'll never regenerate enough mana for it to be really impactful versus a potion. You're just better off popping a potion, and that will regenerate more mana than what the actual warmth would do. And like some people would be like, well, just a little bit can help, and it's like, okay, I understand that, but that little bit's not going to do anything, and I'm still having to pop a potion at the same exact time, and the potion is still regenerating all of the mana for me. There's like no benefits to warmth early on. You have to have like a lot of increased skills or plus to skills for it to be useful, and you have to have a couple 100 mana for it to be useful. And even then, like, meditation aura is just better. So like getting an insight just gives you more. So it's considered a quote 1 point wonder, which means you put 1 point into it for the bonuses and for the, I guess, the passive regen late game, but you don't really need more than 1 point into it. There's no real reason to dump extra points into it. He should be down this way, right? Am I losing my mind right now? Yeah, here he is. Yeah, so it gives you a lot of damage for that synergy, but again, damage into Blaze is like, not really great. Unfortunately. It's cute, it's a cool skill you get to run around, but it doesn't really do much for you. Really? Ooh, and I leveled. So I can do this. And I can do this to increase the static field range. And then I save it for Telly. Killing Radamit's just a good quest to do. So now I put my stealth on, give my dude this, enjoy. I still can't use my Rowls until I'm 19, but I love a tier rune. I think that's what I'm going to do real fast. Yeah, and I mean, those types of stuff is, very good. But overall, how many times, Like in the normal game, there's archers and there's, you know, all this other stuff that can attack you from range, and now you're just like, oh no, like this sucks. I can't really run through them. By the way, warmth is 30%. Stealth itself is 25%. Or, I'm sorry, 15%. So it's literally half a point right there. You don't even feel it. You can see the huge difference there. So this is one of those I can do /players3 and run through this on players 3 and just W all this stuff down. So she's lightning enchanted, so my buddy's just going to kill her. And like his damage is 21 to 60, and he's got no weapon really. And okay, come on, we need a tier rune. Come on, tier. Help if I hit the right button. And now I'm so over leveled down here that none of this stuff really gives me any experience, so it doesn't even matter if I'm killing the rears or not. I'm doing it just for possible potions. Like that. No lights though. I already have 2 yellow rings. Another Row rune. Come on. The game hates me. It's very frustrating. Fire res is good. Mana is nice, but I don't need damage. You're off tomorrow? I have to work tomorrow. And I have a meeting in the morning I don't really want to go to. I really don't want to go to. Alright, Black Marsh. So we're going to run this, and then we're going to run the Andariel. Wrong button. It'd be nice if I hit the right buttons. Keep it static instead of my Nova. Get out of here with your conviction aura. That's super scary. But your res is in the negative and stuff can just one-shot you. Is his aura not on? His aura is not on yet. I need him to get hit. Oh yeah, this is... I just needed to change my Turn your aura on. There it is. Yeah, the huge damage boost I get from just doing Nova instead and leveling a little bit is massive. The fact that Nova has no synergies, though, it kind of makes it frustrating because it's such a fun skill. Like, there's a build that's like a 200 faster cast rate Nova build where you literally just stand in the middle of stuff and you just spam Nova. And you're just and just killing stuff, but unfortunately there's no damage synergies to it. So the only way you're really going to increase your damage is if you have like a paladin that has like conviction aura. Another Ral rune. What is this? Oops, I forgot to do catacombs. Okay. I'll do another cata run real fast. Just another Andariel run. And no. God, I really want a tier rune. Level 3 ice. Plus 3 to ice blast. Wow. Cold res. Nope. You know what I'm going to do is look to see if there's something for sale here that has mana after kill, maybe. Oh, plus 1 to mana after each kill. Tier rune is plus 2 mana after each kill, so I can put it in a helm. If I get 2 of them, I can put 2 of them in on a socketed helm and get that plus 4 mana after each kill. Sorry, tier is TIR. You can also put a Ral and tier together in a 2-socketed staff, and you would get a leaf rune word, which is good later on for stuff that's frost or lightning immune. You can get a couple fire skills and just do that, which is nice. Mana stolen per hit. Plus 1 to Frost Nova, plus 2 to Warmth. Mana stolen per hit, not mana per kill. Plus 1 to Nova. So like this one's plus 1 mana after each kill, but it's telekinesis. It's only 1 mana. I was looking for 2. But that way, as I am, like you said, doing a lot of damage, I can get some of that mana back right away, which is nice. Okay, this will be my last one through here for real. And if I don't make it, then, or if I don't get a tier, then it's just not meant to be. And this is where I'm frustrated because my other character had a bunch of tier runes. And it would have been nice to put them in the right stash, but I put them in my personal instead, like a dingus. And I had one run. It's funny that I got so many of these Ral runes. I had a speed run that I did on my Druid that I had the worst Ral run luck. That's all I was looking for was a Ral run, and I did so many of these Countess runs and never once got a Ral rune. And I was just like, are you kidding right now? Like, is this for real? So if you're looking for runes, kill the Countess in the tower. Black Marsh, tower, kill Countess. Oops, short staff. Ice Blast, Frozen Armor, Warmth. I'll sell it. Light healing, healing, healing. A lot of light healings, no light manas. It's Tal. Alright, let's do a real run. Ooh, I gotta throw my Kleeglaws in.
I can't use this yet.
What do you, oh, come on. I gotta remember that. I forgot that you can actually strength bug stuff. Urgh, angry. I thought I had 28 strength. Okay, well, I was wrong there. Let's take this out. You go in here. So the belt itself was giving me enough strength to wear the belt. And when I took off the belt, I lost strength. Therefore, I lost the strength to wear the belt. Recursive stats for the win. Not fun. Which was a great way for like end game characters to be like, okay, if I use these charms, I can put this on, which allows me to put this on, which has the strength to put this on itself, and then that puts me at enough strength, and then I can max my vitality and be fine, and then as long as I never die, I have all this equipment equipped, no problem. And that's how a lot of them were done. You can strength bug your Spirit Monarch shield and stuff like that. So, but I thought I read that they got rid of it in this one, so I wasn't even thinking that it was a thing. I was hoping one of these guys drops like a sash or something.
I need mana. I need mana.
That's 20 mana, that's 10 mana, okay. Half the mana cost. Nothing.
Yes?
I'll put that to good use.
Yes?
You don't necessarily have to. Just right now I have this orb. Shields are nice because you do get the block chance, and block is kind of broken in this game. You can block anything, which is kind of neat. So you can block like a spell, you can block a lot of other things, whereas like dodge and stuff like that can't really do that. Doesn't have that ability. Ooh, cool. So watch, +4 to strength. So now I can put this belt on. Oh, see? Look, this is what I was talking about. I don't have the strength to wield the belt because the strength is coming from this belt. So I don't know how I was able to wield it and then not wield it right after. I don't know what was going on with that. So it was really bizarre. You know what, though? I think I have a Klieg. Doesn't Klieg give me strength? Hisaru's does. There we go. I forgot about that. What? Okay, that's fine. Look, the belt's on, even though it's not active. I can't technically, like, I'm not getting the defense bonus from it or the strength bonus, but it is still a 3-slotted belt that's on me, so I can still wear it or put potions in it. Listen, this game is weird. You just don't ask questions. I have it, but I don't have it. It's on, but it's not. I'll take it. I forgot I had Klieg Laws for the strength bug, or the Hisaru's for the big strength boost. Yeah, it's, you know how it goes. Alrighty. I'm actually really not tired. I was like, okay, I'm going to do that and then go to bed, but I'm actually not really tired at all right now. So, not enjoying these lag spikes I'm getting out of nowhere. Beetles are insane experience. They're the highest experience that you can kill out here in Act 2. So if you see a bunch of them, kill them. Ooh, nice. Try to Nova me. Trap? Get out of here. And charms like adds X amount of damage, it only applies to physical attacks. It's not like, oh yeah, all your abilities now just do, 1 to 3 more damage. It's physical attacks only. So melee or even like bow attacks, stuff like that, it would apply. Does not apply just to everything. Okay, Dry Hills, find the cube. Okay, here's Halls. So now I'm going to run down the waypoint for Far Oasis. Try to find that because that will help. My lightning resistance is really low, so I'm not looking forward to the Maggot Layer. But I actually have some pretty decent fire res and poison res already, so... Poison I don't care too much about. It's more the fire and lightning that you care. Like, it goes fire, lightning, cold in terms of reses that you care about. And then in hell difficulty, you really want to buff that lightning up. Because even at like 75 lightning res, you can still get one popped by souls. Right, Far Oasis. All right, let's get lucky with the waypoint here. Nope, okay. One to attack rating, to life. Okay, well, here's a Maggot Layer. Looking for the torch or even something to show me that it's nearby. I try not to frost the beetles when I remember. Ooh, this is really lucky. Okay. So that's a really close waypoint to Far Oasis, and I am already at the Halls of the Dead, so that's real lucky. And I'm going to level here in a second to get teleport and another level into Nova. So this is turning into a pretty decent run, knock on wood. Don't want to jinx it. Halls of the Dead, I want to go left. So with my level of res and the low amount of poison like duration in here, I'm not too worried about these guys. Oh, thank you. Okay, so this is QWER. Put that here. New stats. One. Okay, I'm not holding shift. Damn shift keys stuck. So I don't really want to start teleporting. I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you got to teleport, go, go, go. I still want to kill stuff. You know, I still got a level. Hardcore. It's just stuff like that. It's like, okay, let me get out of that quick little jam there. Amulet. I have a decent amulet right now, but I never have too many. So this area is where Tear Rune comes into play. Like, I just killed like 10 of those guys. That would have been a free cast. I would have gotten all that mana back had I a Tear Rune. Or any sort of decent like mana after kill. The one staff that had literally one just wasn't going to be enough, so... You can see just how strong this Nova is compared to that stuff, obviously. Mainly the slash players. Being able to just do slash players 3 or 5 or whatever you need to jack it up to is nice. But aside from that, there's really not much that you're really needing to do in terms of console commands. Online, doing like a /ignore is nice. One to cold, +4 mana after each kill. Yes, that's perfect right there. It doesn't need to have any plus to skills. That just +4 mana after each kill is just like 2 tier runes at once. So now we're back in it. I can exit, and then I can do my Maggot Layer. And that'll last me until I get my spirit, more than likely. I still need a tier because I want to get Leaf. But yeah, that literally just made the game bearable, to say the least. That was the big upgrade that I was looking for. So I'm glad we finally got it. Any more mana pots? Far Oasis. So this is why. Here's the perfect example. It's like you just see how much mana comes back after 1 W. I will get to the dizzying teleporting soon enough, but right now I don't need to. I do need to level though. Need my guy to turn on his prayer aura. There we go. Alright, now it's getting to the point where I can put my rejuves on. And be safe. Oh, it's to the right. Yeah, so Enigma is a big sore topic for a lot of people. It's not fair that the sorceress is the only one who can teleport, right? That just makes her the dominant character, so other people won't even play anything else. Because why would you when I can't teleport on a paladin? I can teleport on a Sorc, but not a paladin, you know? Also, teleporting lets you reposition your summons and or merc. So not only for movement purposes is it already overpowered, but also for the purposes of being able to just manipulate the game state in a way that others cannot. So you already have teleport being such a powerful skill, but then you're locking it to just the sorceress, and that's not really quote-unquote fair for some of the other people who are playing. So Enigma exists. Now the problem is Enigma is so powerful that you don't run really anything else. Even people who don't teleport still take it because 2 to all skills, like the res and faster run walk that it gives you as well, like it is just an insane body armor. So people just run it naturally because it's just so good. So what some of the like PD2, like Project Diablo 2 or PD2, like some of the side games, like special versions of the game that were modded versions of the game, did was they made it to where you no longer got just teleport, but instead you got 3 charges of teleport, and you had to basically, and it was like every like 15 or 30 seconds a charge would come back. So it was more of a, I need to still benefit from repositioning my Merc and doing this stuff, but not just blindly teleport through the whole game and just win based off of having this one item. So it was really neat to see kind of the solution given to the game, to one of the biggest problems in the game, by not even the developers of the game themselves. And I really like that. I would say 5 charges would be fine. It doesn't have to be a small amount like 3, because sometimes you just like you need to teleport 2 or 3 times. But exactly, being able to spam it, you're not a sorceress, so you shouldn't be able to be a sorceress in that element. Like, still give her, moment in the sun, but don't stonewall other characters because they're not a Sorc. You know what I mean? Like, make her teleport the best version of teleport in the game, because after all, it's her skill. Not everybody should have access to it. So I did like what they basically did with that. And they really helped that out, so. All right, so 350 or 335 was what I was starting at, right? 3502, 335 is what I was starting at. Oh man, got the staff. I'm already up to 55% FCR, which is nice. So that's really good. Wow, this staff costs so much to repair. These are okay boots. I like them. I thought this said mana. That would have been nice. Alrighty, I'm going to call it here because it's getting close to 1 in the morning and I got to work. It is 1 in the morning and I got to go to work when I wake up here soon. But that is it. Like I said, thanks for the follow. Feel free to turn on notifications for that. That way you have the ability to know when I'm on and can jump on and watch. Oh yeah, and I'm not even going fast right now. I'm kind of going pretty chill, but I do appreciate you kind of noticing because I have put a lot of time into this game. I've put an obscene amount of time into this game, to say the least. So, but yeah, turn on the notifications. That way, as I'm hopping on, if you wanted to see more of it in action. Also, it's going to be mostly Mondays, but I'm going to sneak in a couple extra days here and there whenever the wife goes to bed early at night or something and I can't sleep. I'm going to pop on and play. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Other than that, phonically, is your name, is it Pucifier? Is it Pacifier, but with a U? Like, I want to say it's like, is it Pucifier, like pew pew? P-E-W? Thanks. It's tough because I have like Chaser just followed me the other day, and I'm like, "Oh, cool. Is it Chaser?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Thanks for saying it right." I'm like, "Sweet." And then like I said it wrong every other time after that. Okay, so it's Pussifier. Puss. Unless there's a Y at the end of that, Puss. That's how you're spelling it. the old puce. Ugh. But that's it for me. You're fine. You have a wonderful night. I look forward to seeing you around. And then actually, is this still working? Oh, there it is. Yeah, cool. So that's the Discord link if you wanted to join us. That's right there. And then I'm going to make a link to the Grail. I got to figure out how I link it to the Google Sheet itself soon. But yeah, that's going to be the other challenge. So. I got so many rowels. This is awesome. Organizing these so that I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3. So there's 9. So I'm at. So if there's 535 minus 9. So I should be at 526. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Nice. Bands are cool. Oh, really? That's kind of neat. I like Tool. Cool, cool. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me, making it a lot more fun with someone to talk to. And you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you around. Take care.